Sawadee Kap. It's Tuesday, July 6th. Welcome to Phuket Extra, brought to you by PVC Phuket. Visit them on Facebook. After a document was leaked showing officials opposing booster shots for health personnel due to fears that it might make people believe that the Sinovac vaccine is ineffective, the Medical Society is now calling on the Thai government to give COVID vaccines as a booster shot to frontline medical workers. A memo reportedly from a meeting between an academic committee on the communicable disease control that took place on June 30th, they spoke about the possibility of giving a shot of the Pfizer vaccine to medical workers, along with some others, as third booster shot, even if they've already been vaccinated with the Chinese-made vaccine by Sinovac Biotech. According to the leaked document, people aged between 12 and 18 years old, the elderly, people with chronic diseases, and pregnant women, along with frontline medical workers in outbreak areas, they've been prioritized for the initial 1.5 million doses of Pfizer, which will include Bangkok and the surrounding provinces there. But one comment that was recorded in the minutes of the meeting opposed the idea, and the document quotes them as saying, "In the present situation, if the vaccine is given to the third group, is an admission that Sinovac cannot give protection, and it will make it harder to find an excuse." After the memo and its contents hit the newsphere, the hashtag Give Pfizer to Medical Workers began trending on Thai social media and forced Public Health Minister Anutin Chanvirakul to field questions yesterday about the issue, playing the whole thing down. And he said, quote, "It will be considered by the Communicable Disease Control Committee and the Vaccination Committee. We don't know how the debate will go." The Sinovac vaccine was used to inoculate the majority of Phuketians during mass vaccination efforts in recent months here on the island, in line with the reopening of the island to vaccinated international tourists. For more, visit thephuket.news.com. The Phuket Vice Governor Piapong Chuwong has confirmed to the Phuket News that there is no 3-day limit on COVID tests being accepted in order for domestic travelers to be able to enter Phuket by flight. Domestic travelers to Phuket must show either a vaccination certificate or results of a COVID test result taken no more than 7 days prior to arrivals, same as entering Phuket by land. For more, visit thephuket.news.com. It's 14-day quarantine for Prime Minister Prayut Chan-o-cha less than a week after he visited Phuket for the reopening of the island. Reports say the Premier came into close contact with a person who later tested positive for COVID-19 during an event here on the island to mark the opening of the Phuket Sandbox scheme to bring in vaccinated foreign tourists. The chairman of the Surin Chamber of Commerce confirmed he had tested positive for the virus after attending the Phuket reopening last week, prompting the Premier to self-isolate at his home in the 1st Infantry Regiment headquarters in Bangkok's Phaya district. A group of volunteers at the Phuket Stray Dog Shelter filed complaints last week to the Phuket Governor, appealing to officials to reopen the shelter for the welfare of the dogs staying there, and Soi Dog is backing them up. Last week, a group of people who have volunteered at the shelter for the past 5 years, they filed a complaint and were met with Vice Governor Vikram Jakti at Provincial Hall. The shelter has been closed since January due to the COVID-19 crisis, but with only 6 staff at the shelter left to take care of nearly 1,000 dogs and an insufficient budget, concerns over the well-being of the dogs are mounting. The Phuket Livestock Office notified the volunteers in January that responsibility of the shelter was being transferred over from the Oboto, or the Tambon Administration Organization, to the Obojo, the Provincial Administration Organization, and that volunteers would not be needed. After hearing nothing for 6 months, the volunteers asked the Livestock Office and the Obojo about an update, but they were either ignored or told to go to the other organization, prompting them to go to the Governor's office instead. The Soi Dog Foundation is now issuing a statement supporting the volunteers and echoing their concerns over the understaffed and underfunded shelter and the 1,000 dogs who live there. The Vice Governor last week said he will investigate the case further. For more, visit thephuket.news.com. Phuket Extra will be right back after this.
Did you service your car in the last 6 months? Come to the new My Car Repair Quick Service Workshop at Monument. Using only the highest quality products imported from Germany and professional mechanics at the best price. Guaranteed fast service to give you lower fuel consumption and longer engine life.
Welcome back to Phuket Extra. 2 German nationals were arrested this morning, one in Suratani province, another right here in Phuket in the south, over allegations that they are the leaders of a major drug network in Europe, and police are threatening extradition back to Germany. 42-year-old Alec Carton, a German-Russian national, was arrested this morning at a luxury villa on Koh Phangan, while 38-year-old Alexander Wolfien, a German national, was arrested at Rawai Beach this morning. Authorities say the 2 men led a major transnational drug network in several European countries and allegedly fled their arrest warrants to come to Thailand and have been here for several years. A 3rd man was also arrested in the raids, a 42-year-old Russian national, and he's being charged with marijuana possession. The first 2 men now face extradition back to Germany with help from the German embassy. For more, visit thephuket.news.com. Thailand COVID cases rose by 5,420 today, along with 57 more fatalities. The nationwide death toll is now 2,333, and total cases are now 294,653 since the pandemic began. 77% of total patients have recovered. And COVID-19 cases in Phuket have risen by 2 over the last 24 hours, up to 755 since the 3rd outbreak began in early April. 46 patients are still receiving medical care on the island. Wichit has the most cases with 92, followed by Phuket Town with 81, then Patong with 78, then Rasada with 69, and Katu with 60. Thank you so much for joining us on this Tuesday here, July 6th, on Phuket Extra, brought to you by PVC Phuket. Check them out on Facebook. Join us again tomorrow on Wednesday. Until then, stay classy, Phuket.
Phuket's rapid modernization has made it one of the world's premier holiday destinations. Investors can still buy quality condominiums for as low as $75,000 and luxury properties can go all the way up to 20 million. Condominiums in Phuket are a safe, secure bricks-and-mortar investment offering foreigners freehold ownership. Call or email Thai Residential, Phuket's #1 trusted real estate advisor, to find your perfect Phuket property.